Virgo, hi, welcome to my channel. So today we have a reading for you. No particular subject. We're going to do my version of a Celtic cross. At the end there will be an opportunity for an extended where we'll dive in deeper. You can watch this for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, North Node, or if any of those planets are currently transiting your 6th house. This could be for you. You know the drill. Thank you, however you support the channel, very much appreciated. Cross watchers, you're more than welcome. Message may well be for you. All information's in the description box. Just hit the more button below. Okay, Pisces, the hangman was jumping out there. Obviously it's your opposite sign. Current north and south nodes is Pisces in the north, you're in the south. This March kick-starts the eclipse season for the new nodes. We're still not finished with the eclipse season for the old nodes because we've still got the solar eclipse at the end of this month in Aries. But you guys set the ball rolling for the next, call it 18 months worth of these eclipses. And it's all happening. March 14th, I think, is the exact day, is the lunar eclipse in your sign, so it's in the first house. Obviously, South Node talks about, karmic loops, stuff that we've mastered in previous lifetimes that we no longer need to deal with in this lifetime. So there's a big emphasis on letting go of things. It's kind of urging you to close off these loops. Anything that feels outdated, habits, outdated behaviors, attachments, what have you outgrown? What's no longer providing that safety? What's no longer, or what's safety and controlling in your life that's basically an illusion, is the emphasis here. If we think the full moon is obviously sun opposite the moon, so we have that kind of dynamic of the yin and the yang at play, where with logic versus emotions, it's our wants versus needs, truth versus expectation, or should I say expectation versus truth. No, I was right the first time. Head versus heart, those type of dynamics. So they're all up for scrutiny, we'll say. So it's all about you. Let's do one more. Virgo, we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is a card of action. Okay. Are you singing along to Kate Bush here? There's something, you seem to be running up a hill. Interesting. What's crossing you? Root to the matter. Oh. Recent past. Don't try and force anything at the moment. There's an energy of forcefulness that's at play. What you want. What's coming in, how you see yourself, how others see you, advice. Ooh. And potential outcome. Well, I really hope it's the Hierophant or something like that. Yes, Virgo, yes. Right, this is going to make a lot of sense. There's something significant that is taking place at the moment in your life. And it's like, I know this is going to be difficult for I know you guys, you like your preparation, you make lists for your lists. nothing can stop what's this is happening. Everything that's no longer resonating with you is getting ripped apart. Anything that is no longer suiting your vibrational frequency is getting, not necessarily taken away from you, it's being shown to you clearly what's blocking you. Fascinating. We have you guys at the bottom of the deck because it's going to turn you into a powerhouse. So your outcome is, I'm jumping ahead to your outcome, Knight of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Hierophant. And the second I saw the Magician, I was like, we need the Hierophant, because the Magician is card 1, Hierophant is card 5, 1 and 5 together, 15 is the Devil. And the whole idea of the Devil is to pull the Devil apart and look at it as the Magician and the Hierophant. It's recognizing we are in control as the Magician. The Hierophant can be so many different things. It's, you know, it could be how we're indoctrinated in some format. It could be just, you know, truths that we're told growing up and we believe. It's, you know, so told something is really bad for us, so we don't eat it, and then we find out years later, actually, no, it's really, really good for us. It could be anything, and it could be in any direction of your life. I just use food as an example because you guys rule daily habits and health, which includes your diet. So, big shift. There is an opportunity that is going to really power your growth in every aspect of your life. Definitely could be something in terms of your what do you call it, career. Definitely into your career. It doesn't have to be though. So we've got the Knight of Swords. Crossing you is the Ten of Wands. 10 of Wands is Saturn in Pisces. So we've got Saturn in your 7th house. Pisces rules your 7th house, hence why first house is where you are now with this South Node in your 1st. North Node of Destiny is in your 7th. So there's going to be destined partnerships coming into your life, all types, friendships, work colleagues, business partnerships, romantic, all types of different things, depending on what you need in your life at this time. 10 of Wands, root of the matter is the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords is this kind of, it's aggression. in Knight of Swords and the 5 of Swords, there's it can be an energy of a bully. Maybe you're seeing somebody with fresh eyes, I don't know. It doesn't have to be a bully, it could just be impulsiveness, it could be reactive energy. I don't know what's going on. There's too many different things that could this be here. Recent past is the 9 of Cups. Now the 9 of Cups is a wish fulfillment, but it's always delayed. That's how I think it anyway. 9 of Cups for me, if you look at the numerology, if you look at the astrology, Jupiter in Pisces, the Wheel of Fortune, yes, spins and then hits the Hangman, stuck, because we're waiting for the push. We're waiting for Mars to bring us that 10 of Cups. Mars in Pisces. Mars is the tower, it gets that sort of Hangman moving again. What you want is the 8 of Swords. Now the 8 of Swords is Jupiter in Gemini. You want the Wheel of Fortune to bring you the lovers. You know, that could be partnerships, it could be decisions. It could be you want to trust. I think for a lot of the times, you know, 8 of Swords, there's no coincidence. Gemini energy is a fellow Mercury-ruled zodiac, just like you guys. You guys tend to deal with Mercury a little bit better. And again, I'm not getting at Geminis here, but Geminis have the twins, the duality, you know, the changing the minds back and forth, that type of thing. You guys are a little bit more grounded because you're Earth. But there's still this concept here of being stuck in your head about something. And I don't know what that is. But it's mental torture. Ultimately, though, it's like you want something that feels freeing, and you're hoping you can trust it with these blindfolds and what looks like toilet paper wrapped around you. Interestingly, I speak of toilet paper, which kind of represents like a mummy in ancient Egyptian. What's coming in is justice, and here we have the goddess Mat, which is strange actually. So I've come across something representing Anubis the other day, weighing the hearts. There's justice that's coming. Justice is bringing balance. It's also where the South Node was. Still not quite done with the energy of the old, with this solar eclipse that's happening at the end of the month in Aries, the me versus we. But it's shifting. There's a lot of stuff that's shifting here. For some of you, you could be feeling a little bit helpless, like you're stuck in the middle of something. You might be stuck in the middle of this kind of bullying, maybe 3 people triangulation, I don't know. It could be anything, but something is coming in. How you see yourself is the Knight of Cups. You see yourself quite nice and loving. The Knight of Cups is a romantic. It tends to, the negative aspect of the Knight of Cups is in love with the idea of love. And sometimes we can be in love with the idea of love, but then when something comes, we can be scared because it reduces our freedom. We can't make our lists. How others see you is the Four of Swords. There's a quiet contemplation about you at the moment. So I don't know what's gone off in your world. Perhaps the Eight of Swords is having you really rethink something. Like I said, Gemini is a fellow Mercury ruled planet. But in general, it's the ruler of your 10th house, your career, how you want to be seen, your reputation, all these things that is really up for scrutiny here. Your advice is the Tower. Let the Mars energy, whatever is missing to bring this 10 of Cups, whatever's needed to sweep through your life, to recognize the devil for what it is, let it come. We will be looking for the devil. Your outcome, like I say, Knight of Pentacles, Magician, the Hierophant, pulling apart the devil with that Magician and the Hierophant. And it's because you're having some sort of, we've got the eye of Horus here above the Tower. This could be just an illumination of some kind, seeing things clearly. It's that truth. Justice can bring truth. It's Knight of Swords is running with this Ace of Swords. Truth. Interestingly, because the only sword that's on its own, we've got 2 on the ground, 2 in this hand, and 1 that's pointing down. It's like the truth hasn't been known. Somebody is laying on it. What that truth is, it could be any direction of your life. It could be, what suits you, what has been indoctrinated in your life to do with the Hierophant. The Hierophant can be societal aspects. It could be what is blocking your spiritual growth. Anything. The Magician has all the tools. So we're checking out the devil for definite. And I also want to see where the Hangman is, but I also want to see where the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is with the 4 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, the 10 of Pentacles is Magician meets the Hermit, Mercury in Virgo. You're getting some truth. Anything that if the 4 of Cups comes with an ace, it's even more powerful. I think you're getting clarity about something. Like I said, what area of your life this is, I don't know, but it's going to allow you to pull apart whatever the devil represents. Hangman is with the 5 of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess and the 5 of Pentacles is healing on a physical and emotional level. Where are you carrying pain? Where are you physically carrying pain? Physical pain is a manifestation of emotions to begin with. It manifests. It builds and builds and builds and builds. But if we look at it as an etheric thing, it starts with an emotion maybe not dealt with the 5 of Swords. The Hangman and the High Priestess is Moon and Neptune, which is my little nod to the herbal astrology of Bob Insana. Self-love, unconditional love. And in one word in herbal astrology, it says trust. The devil is with the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Okay, now the devil with the King of Wands is an energy that is screaming Asmodeus to me, especially with the moon straight afterwards. Final card, Empress, fantastic. Right, so Asmodeus is a demon represented by, is he number 33? Bear with me. My memory has deserted me. Nope. 32. I wasn't far off. He's the King of Wands. Now, 32. Vasaraya, the Angel of Clemency. Never betray and forgive those who betray you on the way. This could be just getting an energy of awakening, thinking, right, I can let something go. Allows us to integrate tolerance into the way we perceive ourselves and others. It teaches us forgiveness, benevolence, goodness and friendliness, and gives us the strength to forgive those who have betrayed us. Capacity to forgive, great wisdom that helps reflect, plan, find solutions and solve problems. Natural pardon, judge, magistrate, lawyer, gifted speaker, natural pardon, I've already said that. Helps us free us from feelings of guilt, understand the meaning of ordeals. The distortions, which is what's represented by that King of Wands, revenge, lack of wisdom, difficulty forgiving, unfair, resentful, bears a grudge, guilt, flees when faced with responsibility, difficulty discerning good from evil, resists evolving, illness that can worsen, focuses on bad memories, presumptuous, proud, materialistic. Okay, deals with accusations, guilt, feeling of guilt, speech problems, honesty, judge, magistrate, jury. It deals with justice, beautiful, respect for laws, memory failures, modesty, forgetfulness. According to UCM, there's two aspects in this. Like in the Angel Tarot, there's different dates, but in the UCM, it's August the 29th to September the 2nd, which is one of obviously your dates. And in the Angel Tarot, we have, for dates, I tend to go with these. 22nd to the 26th of August. So again, Virgo energy. Okay, fascinating. So whatever it is that is happening in your world, whatever's coming in, justice is being served. It feels like a truth, and a truth that allows you to rip apart the devil, which is brilliant. Okay, a truth that exposes the devil. Nice. Sounds really dramatic. It could be very simple, like a habit or something that's just keeping you stuck. It's going to be different for all of you. Okay. In your extended, let's take a look at what this tower energy is bringing to illuminate this, and we'll dive in deeper. If you can join me, fantastic. If not, let me know if it resonates. Saturn in Sagittarius, Venus in Aquarius, Jupiter in Pisces, Jupiter in Gemini, Libra, Jupiter in Libra, Aries and Scorpio, Gemini, Virgo, Taurus, Virgo, Saturn in Libra, Leo, Mercury in Aquarius, Sun in Aries, Venus in Scorpio, Leo, Sagittarius, Mercury in Virgo. Swords, Cups, Wands, Pentacles, everyone's here. Those of you stand out. Let me know. Take care. See you soon. Bye.